Good evening, Aries. Welcome to my channel, Spirit Night Incorporated. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with me this afternoon. I am recording this forecast on the afternoon of the 24th of March, 2022. And this forecast for you, Aries, will be for the entire month of March, with an integration of the new moon in Pisces that we had on March 2nd, astrologically speaking, along with the full moon in Virgo that we had at 27 degrees on March 18th. This being said, Aries, moving forward, that new moon on the 2nd of March, it fell in your 12th house, and it was a time to take some moments of reflection and review and to rest. And perhaps for some of you, this also played out in an interest with respect to international travel for personal and or professional reasons, and adopting a sense of a further interest in spiritual philosophy as well for some of you. With the Sun and Jupiter conjunct along this new moon in March, that we had on March 2nd, the energies that were playing out for some of you were quite intense, and they will be intense for the next couple of months. And these are positive transits, if I may add. You may also be receiving some ideas with respect to expanding your creative ideas, engaging with others to see those ideas come to fruition. And this is all good news. It's all very positive, Aries. Now, the full moon that we had on March 18th in the sign of Virgo fell for you in your 6th house of balance, day-to-day work, as well as your health and well-being regiment. So I think for some of you, the way this may have been playing out and perhaps still is, because full moon energies have energies from 6 to 8 weeks into the following lunar cycle. And for you, Aries, it appears as though a lot of you are genuinely looking to improving the areas of not only your spiritual well-being, but how that positively affects your emotional and therefore physical well-beings as well. Additionally, some of you may also be engaging in healthier diets and welcoming a more plant-enriched diet, plant-based diet for your overall health and well-being, because you know instinctively the benefits of doing so. So a lot of you are continuing to delve into your most innermost self, Aries, and this is very positive, as it's a healthy analysis of not only healing that which is deep within and releasing, and knowing instinctively how that will positively have a forward-moving effect for you, not only spiritually, but in the practical 3D world as well, with respect to your emotional and physical well-being. Now, this being said, Aries, I'd like to delve into throwing a few oracle cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck to just take a look at some of the energies you've been engaging in and navigating through for the month of March. As I mentioned previously, this forecast is for the entire month of March 2022. I'd like to thank each of you for tuning in and joining me this afternoon. It is an absolute pleasure to have you with me, and I do hope that any astrological information and or guidance that I'm able to provide through this forecast will be of assistance to those of you who wish to use the positive energies moving forward. Spirit and I Incorporated truly appreciates those of you that like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My channel is growing slowly but surely, and it is most appreciated. All right, this being said, Aries, let's take a look real quickly at some of your recent past energies, your current energies you've been navigating through, and what sort of energies you're welcoming here, forthcoming. And then we will clarify with my new deck that was gifted to me by my sweet, loving goddaughter, as I prefer to refer to her. She's I'm actually known to her as her auntie, but We have a close relationship, and she's very loving and kind, and she gifted me with a brand new deck called the Cat Tarot. Very LES vintage slash modern eclectic type of deck, much easier for me to shuffle as well as it is a smaller deck. I sincerely appreciate it and love you so much, Kate. A shout out to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do hope that this forecast resonates, as I mentioned, for those of you Aries that are enjoying my forecasts. I genuinely appreciate it. All right, to my Kate and to all of you Aries out there, let's move forward for your forecast for the balance of March 2022, as well as the entire energies of the month as they have been unfolding. Commencing with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, we're going to choose 3 cards, one for the recent past, one for the current, and then one for the forthcoming, and we'll clarify with the Cat Tarot, and we'll close out with 1 card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. First card out for you, Aries. We have the Armadillo Spirit, setting healthy boundaries, the numerical number of 3, spiritually known as the higher octave of Venus, which would be Neptunian energies. 3 is the spiritual number of being connected with counsel, spiritual counsel. Now, it did come up in the reverse for you, Aries, and this is to suggest that perhaps the latter part of February, beginning of March, some of you are feeling a little unbalanced in the first couple of weeks. I believe most of you, if not hopefully all of you, have already transitioned through this imbalance of feeling as though some boundaries were crossed with you. Hopefully you've come through those in a healthy and positive, not only a reflection of this transit, but perhaps we're able to extinguish it from your energies. And I suspect that a lot of you have already done so. As I mentioned, this is from the most recent past. It could be from the last 5 years. It could be from the last 2 weeks. So however that resonates for you, Aries. Moving forward into your current energies, we have the Wombat Spirit. You're feeling very much at home, being at home. Beautiful, beautiful energy in the upright. And the numerical number of 68, I believe, reduces to a 14. Yes. Excuse me, reduces to a 5, 14 and then 5. And 5 is indicative of change. So here you are moving forward, Aries, by being at home in your most inner self. And I truly believe that the emphasis of energies of having the opportunity to truly be at home within your most inner, deepest psychological foundation has come through that deep reflection, as I mentioned, where the new moon fell on the 2nd of March in your 12th house. And then the full moon in Virgo falling in your 6th, which also has to do with health and well-being and balance. So this is very, very positive in that I think a lot of you Aries have been embracing that deep reflective change that has been genuinely needed and welcomed to help you feel stronger and more balanced in your 3D realm. So these are very positive energies to see. In your forthcoming energies, Aries, we have the Chameleon Spirit. Beautiful card. Again, the numerical number 14 reducing to a 5. A lot of change, perhaps even here moving forward in the immediate offing. Now, the Chameleon Spirit did come up in the reverse, and it is suggesting to me in the reverse that perhaps some of you Aries may have been feeling these energies that you have just come through, not only uncomfortable, but difficult to move through, in that it's been, for perhaps some of you that are resonating with this, difficult to embrace acting as if everything is all right. Perhaps that is something that some of you have been trying to convince yourselves of. Others of you have been delving in your most deeper, spiritual reflective self to know what is and what isn't. And the important key message, I believe intuitively, that this energy card is revealing in the reverse, coming into the offing here, as this is with respect to your forthcoming energies. Move forward in the positive, affirmative manifestations that you wish to have unfold in your life, Aries, and take that strong energy and that spiritual guidance from deep within and act as if it is already unfolding in your 3D realm. This is what I'm picking up from this energy. In the reverse, it's to suggest some of you are being challenged in doing so. But if I may suggest, with this powerful wombat spirit here and being at home and reminding you that a lot of you have come home into your most inner self through deep self-analysis and reflection, is to allow those energies to play out in a positive way for you. So this reminder in the reverse is simply that. Perhaps those energies have been coming to you in a delayed fashion, but they are forthcoming, and it is suggested to allow them to do so, because anything that comes from the higher realm is healthy, it's positive, and it's everlasting. So please don't forget that, Aries, as you move forward into your new beginnings, by releasing the past energies, that which has not served you, that has held you back, that has hindered you, that has left a negative taste in your energies. Release it by continuing to do that deep dive through meditation, prayer, and all of the above, whatever works for you, as long as it's a healthy alternative form of healing. Moving forward, let's get some clarity through the Cat Tarot. Again, I wish to thank my dear sweet Kate for this beautiful deck. I'm just so enjoying this deck, and really hope that all of you that are tuning in enjoy the imagery and illustrations of this Cat Tarot as well. All right, for Aries, for the entire month of March 2022, let's clarify the most recent past energies of the Armadillo spirit in setting healthy boundaries. Perhaps some of you have been challenged in doing so. I think a lot of you have come through that already. And for those of you that are still in the throes of navigating through those energies, you are doing so slow but sure. And that's what matters, and allow the universe to help you navigate those energies so that you can, feel that support, that universal alignment that allows you to feel the healthiness of the boundaries you're creating from the negativity within yourself that perhaps, rears its ugly head from time to time. So this being said, Aries, cutting the deck, clarifying those energies. First card out for you, we have the King of Swords. I hope you can see how beautiful this kitty is. He's so beautiful, and he speaks the truth. He's in the upright. This is a very powerful energy of perhaps some of you have connected with an energy in the 3D and or in the 5D realm that has given you truth within yourself, that has allowed you to navigate through some of these hindering energies of the most recent past. Again, whatever that means to you, Aries, a lot of you have been taking that truth from deep within, from spiritual counsel, and knowing that is your sort of truth and moving forward. And it appears as though a lot of you, as I mentioned earlier, are certainly coming through this. You have the support of these three beautiful spiritual butterflies. Again, the number 3 indicative of spiritual counsel. I'm feeling this very strongly as deep spiritual counsel from within, helping a lot of you move forward. And that's really beautiful to see, from whatever was, hindering and or perhaps where you were hindering yourself in your most recent past energies. Clarifying the King of Swords, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And this is beautiful. The 4 of Pentacles is indicative of, that which is tangible. See how this kitty's wanting to play with that bird. There's a spiritual message here that a lot of you are asking by reaching out here, as is indicated by the extension of this feline's paws. Being mindful of your resources, as the Four of Pentacles would be indicative of. Perhaps there have been some challenges with that for some of you in the past with respect to finances and or investments, but you're being cautiously optimistic and moving forward in spite of. So that is, not going to resonate for all of you. I think that's specific for just some of you. And again, this is from your most recent past energies. Now clarifying the wombat spirit and your current energies of truly being at home and feeling, very much at home within yourself, Aries. Clarifying that in your current energies, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is indicative of energies that are associated with your resources. A lot of you are, inflating your resources through perhaps a career change and or an expansion in a current career and or perhaps a change of employment for some of you. This is in your current energies. You've walked through that portal, your initial new beginning here, and here's another portal that you've walked through. You're being welcomed by an energy that is wishing to help you to expand those financial energies and or those energies of investment. Again, for a lot of you, this could be very much career and or employment related, but it is positive, it is supportive, and it is allowing you to feel that you can move forward and enjoying some fruits of your labor there as you are ingesting the fruits of your labor. Beautiful energy to see. Clarifying the 10 of Pentacles. By the way, just so you know, the 10 of Pentacles is one of the strongest tangible clarification of resources, finances, and investments that the tarot can deliver. So this is really, really positive energy, Aries, and really beautiful to see. Clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Three of Wands, and this is a collaboration from what I'm gathering. The Three of Wands is an association perhaps with others. This is in the upright. Perhaps there's been some positive support through a new expansion with respect to a project in your current field of employment and or career change for some of you. Either way, there is a positive collaboration with those that perhaps you work closely with or will be working closely with in a new endeavor to expand your company. Again, this could be very much a management and marketing type of energy. Either way, it is positive. It is a celebration, and some of you are being very playful here in the process of receiving beneficial news to expand in either a new career for some of you Aries that are resonating with this, and or new employment opportunities, and or for some of you where this may be playing out is in your current employment scenario and or career scenario where you are expanding your education and knowledge with respect to a creative project of some sort that will be financially beneficial for your own well-being as well as for the company that you work for. So this is really beautiful to see. In your forthcoming energies, where you are to continue to manifest that which you desire and acting as if it is already yours, as the chameleon spirit does do, in its higher octave, it allows itself to transform. This would be very much Plutonian energy, the planet of transformation, death and rebirth, metaphorically speaking, and allowing new growth to unfold and acting as if that growth is already yours. Clarifying that, we have this would be the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and this is suggesting that perhaps some of you Aries have been in a battlesome type of scenario. For those of you that are resonating thus far, this will not be, for each and every one of you Aries out there in the world, as you're all different Aries born, at different times, dates, and places in your natal birth chart, but the generic message is the same, and that is to suggest that for those of you that have been in a worrisome and or warrior type battlesome mode, you're really wanting to release that because it has been exhausting. It is from the past, and you really don't want to be taking that into your forthcoming energies. So I would suggest feeling suggested that this energy in the reverse is that you're laying down that battle, because the nine of wands is going into battle. And if it were in the upright, I would be inclined to believe that that's what you're doing, but it appears as though a lot of you Aries are laying down that battle, and that is a healthy thing to do. Allow yourself to be transformed with these beautiful energies. There's so much unrest going on in the world, where so many do not have the freedom to be able to choose their movement forward, but are rather forced. And for those of us that are so privileged and gifted with the ability to utilize our free will, it is being encouraged at this time with this beautiful planetary energies that we do have going on to use them in a higher octave, from their positive octave, from their spiritual octave. Lay down the battles of the ego and the battles of the 3D world, and move forward in that which you wish to create, and act as if you already have it. And don't get caught up in the negativity and the drama of others. This is a very, very important message there. I just instinctively felt to share with you. Do not get caught up in the negativity and drama of others. And if I may suggest, do not initiate any energies of this nature, because that would be ego initiated, and that's not healthy for the beautiful growth that is being asked of you at this time spiritually. That is everlasting, unlike what is navigated through the ego. One may feel good for the moment, but then tomorrow comes and there's consequences with that. So if I may suggest, stay focused on your spiritual realm to continue the healthy unfoldment of your new beginning in whatever arena that means for you. I think for a lot of you, this is professionally, situated in a professional arena of some sort, whether it's a change of employment and or a change in career altogether. But the key message is to not engage and or initiate unnecessary negativity and or drama when it would go against all that which you wish to create for your good. By doing so. So the key message is stay positive, stay focused on the spiritual realm, and allow that to continue to navigate you forward into the new beginnings you wish to create, because that's what will be everlasting, Aries. Anything that is ego directed will not, and it does have negative consequences. So please bear that in mind. Clarifying the Nine of Wands in the reverse, where a lot of you are laying down that battle. We have the Judgment in reverse, and I would be inclined to feel that a lot of you are feeling judged, and or perhaps some of you are doing a lot of self-judgment on whatever that means for you. But that energy is an energy you wish to release. Judgment, typically in the upright, is a confirmation of spiritual conclusion, where the spiritual realm is taking care of all your desires and watching over you. And in the reverse, it's not to say that that's not happening, but it is to say that some of you perhaps are not connecting with that knowingness deep within, and you're being encouraged to do so, because a lot of you are feeling judged and or judgmental of others. Perhaps some of you are doing a lot of self-judgment. The message here is to release those energies and focus on your spiritual counsel to uplift and elevate not only your spiritual consciousness, but how that will positively affect your material world, because you will elevate your conscious mind as well, and move forward and navigating with a universal counsel that's everlasting, and positive and promising, that bears healthy, beautiful fruit. Stay away from anything that's ego related. Mars is, very much active right now. It is your ruling planet. In its lower octave, it is the planet of war. And you don't want to create war when you can create love. And this energy in the reverse would be suggestive of that, is to be reminded to not create war, but to create love and to welcome spiritual counsel to keep you in the positive energies so that you can unfold that which you desire, not only beautifully, but smoothly, affirmatively, and confirmatively as well, because that which comes from the universe cannot be taken from you, Aries. Bear that in mind, please. All right, clarifying this forecast, I will pull one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. And this is to clarify, as I mentioned earlier, this forecast for the entire month of March 2022. Your April forecast will be coming out here within the next week. I will be very diligent on getting my April forecasts out on time. I've been terribly delayed these last several months with a lot going on, but I do apologize for that, but I'm attempting to get on top of my workload here. So thank you again to all of you that like, share, and subscribe to Spirit and I Incorporated. Genuinely appreciate, as it does help my channel to grow. And I thank you so much. All right, Aries, clarifying March 2022 for you with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck, being reminded to stay focused on your spiritual counsel and, leave the energies of ego and unnecessary drama and or involvement of such at the wayside. You don't want those energies going with you in your forthcoming energies. First card and only card out to clarify, we have the One Ring Circus in the reverse. This is beautiful. If it were in the upright, it would be suggesting that a lot of you are still continuing on that hamster wheel of going round and round in circles, doing the same thing every day, expecting a different result. The numerical number 15 does reduce to a 6. This would be suggested of finding balance, and being associated with employment and or a work career / endeavor of some sort. Now this energy did come up in the reverse, and I'm feeling this intuitively as very positive, and that a lot of you Aries are leading the One Ring Circus. You're not going to continue to go round and round in circles on something that hasn't served you in the past and is not serving you currently and will certainly not serve you in the future. So it is suggested that a lot of you, with respect that this is playing out in so far as an employment scenario and or career scenario is concerned, a lot of you are getting off that hamster wheel, getting out of that One Ring Circus, and truly wanting to welcome the new beginnings that you're looking to create, as you remain mindful of not indulging in negativity of any kind, whether it is initiated by you and or encouraged by others, that you don't want any part of it, because it did nothing but really bind you in the past, and you don't want to have anything to do with that in the future. So this energy in the reverse would be indicative, to me, intuitively speaking, of you Aries walking away from that One Ring Circus, staying focused on your spiritual counsel and moving forward. And that's very, very positive, especially as this spring equinox is now upon us since the 20th of March. I am recording this again on the evening of the afternoon rather of the 24th. So we just had that new moon a few days ago on the 18th, or the full moon in the 18th in Virgo. And this is a really important time to stay grounded and find that balance. And the way you find that balance that has created perhaps some unease here, you're getting out of that One Ring Circus to be able to do so. And very, very positive and very healthy to see. And for those of you that are associating with this, if I may interject this as well, with respect to, being more mindful of what you're ingesting, and as far as your diet is concerned, a lot of you are doing so because you're knowing that it is not only healthier for your physical being, but that healthier food within your physical being is also nurturing your emotional and your spiritual well-being. And of course, all of these energies go hand in hand and carry our vessel forward as we move through in this 3D planet realm. So please bear this in mind, Aries, for those of you that are resonating, and congratulations for doing so. And for those of you that are in the throes of wanting to move in this direction, congratulations to you in doing so, because you will feel so much better, not only spiritually and mentally, clearer in mind, but definitely feeling stronger in body as well. And so I will leave this March 2022 forecast for you, Aries, at this energy, uplifting energy. Thank you again to all of you that have joined Spirit Now Incorporated this afternoon. Truly appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Spirit Now Incorporated signing off for now, but I'll be back soon. Good night for now.